Does it make sense?
Yes, but still I don't understand. Like it will be specified on the NSE as like rights issued amount, or how will we understand it that it's the rights issued? How,
So
how
just
can
like Reliance, right? So Reliance trades under the ticker what? Let me check in Money Control.
RIL?
Reliance trades under the ticker RIL. So RIL rights will be RIL RT, something like that. It will be
Okay.
a new, it will be like a new stock.
Okay. And if I am buying this like a rights issue person, so after that, let's say next 2 3 years, again if Reliance raises an issue, let's say, so then at that point of time, I will be considered as a normal stockholder, right?
But you are asking question in a roundabout way. So yeah, fine. Yes, you will be.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think
Basically,
only only
if your question is that you want to take advantage of the current right issue, if you buy the share today, you
Yes.
will get the rights directly as a current shareholder. You don't
no
need
no.
to buy it from anyone because
I
let's say
I
see what is the
I think Nishant, currently he cannot because the rights issue is the price is decided. It is as of 30th of April, and I think the price was 1400 and something for at the on 30th of April, and Reliance has decided that they are going to give a right of 15 on one. If you are having a 15 shares, you have a right to buy one share at a cost of a 14% discount on the price, which was on 30th of April. So I think
okay.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
fine.
up.
Yeah, I didn't see this. Yeah, I'm just checking that. Yeah, so the record date is announced.
Yeah.
Basically, there is something called corporate actions. So yeah, we will do one session on this. This is actually a very important topic where we will talk about bonus issues, stock split. There are many types of corporate actions. Let me
Okay.
give you guys one link. You guys can read about it. Yeah. So as Nimit said, yeah, the record date is already finalized. So yeah, you cannot get it now. You only have to buy it from other shareholders. This is one topic which is very close to my heart because I used to manage a large 30-40 member corporate actions team sometime in the past.
Akash, is your question was how to transfer someone as is holding the rights issue, how to collect the right issue from them. Was it?
Yeah.
I think this should be something provided in Zerodha portal itself. There is some ID will be generated if I understand correctly. Maybe Nishant might be knowing that there will be ID which for a shareholder ID will be there. You can use the same shareholder ID for other to buy it. If they share that ID, it's possible to yeah get the discounted price or whatever.
Okay, see, I had not seen it. So yeah, there is some interesting information available here. So basically, this rights issue is going to raise 53,125 crores. And Ranjit, can you share this screen?
Yeah, I did.
No, no, I will give you the new link. That is about corporate action. So that people should study when they have time. This one.
Okay.
Yeah, so see, here there is a lot of interesting detail. So firstly, they will be raising 53,125 crores. So basically, what will happen is, can somebody put this on an Excel? What is the current market cap of Reliance? Uh, Money Control. Okay. No, no, no. Yeah, you are putting, okay. So put the current market cap, which is 9,30,000 and 011. 930,011.
Yeah.
Now put it in the same Excel. I took it from money control only. Yeah, take that. 930,011. Don't put point now.
Okay. You want to keep it
Okay.
same?
Yeah, you can just say current market cap, whatever. Okay. So then the rights issue is for 53,000 crores, something, na?
53,125.
53,125. Okay, now can somebody tell me what will happen after the rights issue to the market cap?
I think we discussed about this yesterday as well, that it will remain same.
Yeah, so theoretically, exactly, it should remain same. But this additional money they are raising, right? So this additional money is coming to the company. And this is coming like a equity. So as it is coming as an equity, they won't have to pay any interest or anything. They will utilize this to return that debt. So in the real world, what will happen is these two will get added up. So the new market cap will be sum of these two. Ranjit, add these two. Just type it now. I think you have copied pasted. That's why it is behaving like that. Just type it. No, just type in crores. That's okay. Then we will multiply it.
That was 53125.
Just leave it at 011. See, has it done the total? Just change it to D5. That number is wrong. Yeah.
So Ranjit, just remove the two preceding zeros after, yeah, just remove them. Right.
So it will be 9,83,136 crores. Then put the current number of shares. So current number of shares is around 631 crore and then new shares are 41 crore. Total will be 675 crores.
We should check the volume or
Current number of shares is 634 crore. So just type 634 somewhere in G. Type in G. No, type in G4 only. It will be easy. Just copy paste the formula then. Or F4 you type.
4, not 5. G4.
Just type 634. Go up. 634. So all are in crores, so it will give the per share value. Below at 41. Now divide that, just put a formula equal to this, take this D8, 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 D8. Now first add these two. No, first add G4, G4 and G5. Then you divide D8 divided by that 675. That is 6 G6. This will be your new share price. After the rights issue. Is this clear to everyone?
Yeah.
So what is the current price?
This 41 is a new shares, right? After RL.
So
After-
current price is 1467. After the rights issue, the price will be 1456. But you get that additional share at the discounted price. The additional share will come at what price?
I think it's 1247 if I'm not wrong.
1257. But how much will you get?
15, 1 on 15.
Means if you have 15, then you will get 1. So do
Yes.
that math also. So generally people will lose, I think. But then what will happen in real world, I'll explain. So
what you
currently people should have 15 shares. Ranjit, go to next column. Column H somewhere. But
Yeah, I think
people,
people will not going to lose. I think there is a gap of 6%. So right now they are offering 14% discount on the rights, and after they exercise their rights, they will eventually, after the dilution of the share price, they will be probably in net profit of 6%.
नहीं, but वही समझा रहा हूँ.
Okay.
तो वो ने पहले से लिया होगा, राइट? बट अगर आज कोई खरीदता है तो उसको कैसे होगा? ये फ्यूचर शेयर प्राइस ये होना चाहिए एज पर द कैलकुलेशन. As per today's share price, the number of shares will increase, market cap will also increase. So the share price is coming at 1456. But say somebody had bought it maybe 1 week back or whatever. Current share price is how much? 1467 something.
Yeah, but I think we have to take the share price as of 30th of April to do these calculations.
No, in actual it will depend on who bought at what price, right? उसका फायदा तो वैसे decide होगा.
हाँ, right, exactly.
But the point is, I'm just trying to do a calculation as of today's share price, whether it's a gain or a loss if somebody wants to buy today.
Okay.
So 1467 is the current share price. Okay, so multiply this by 15 because you need to have 15 shares. So just put 15 in column H and then put a formula. And then the new share he will get at 1257.
No, it is 1457.
No, 1257. So add these two and put 1 here in column H. Just put a formula is equal to sum or is equal to whatever I2 plus I4. I4. Copy and paste.
Nishant, Amol here. I just joined the session. I'm sorry, I'm a little late. Can you just give me some overview so I can sync with your session?
So basically, we are trying to calculate if somebody is buying Reliance today in the rights issue, how they'll benefit and what will be the price after the rights issue.
Thanks. Thank you. Got it.
Copy the same thing on column H. Just copy and paste the formula. Automatically, the formula will get copied. Now divide this 23262 by 16. So is equal to I5 divided by H5. So even still, there will be slight profit based on today's price. The reason of doing this exercise is this explains why the share price has gone up in the last 4-5 days.
Okay.
But then I will explain what happens in real life. And here, Ranjit, what you mentioned in one of the chats or call, I don't remember. Here, the sentiment will come into the picture. Because Reliance will be able to raise this money. Basically, Reliance has to raise, as per this, 53,000 crores from the market, which is not a small sum. But because people trust Reliance so much, I have no doubt that they will easily sell this. In fact, there will be oversubscription. Okay, but so basically, they will easily be able to sell this much worth of shares. So even if somebody says, "I don't want to exercise my right," there will be people like me or Ranjit or whoever who will buy the rights from people who don't want to buy. Say somebody has 150 shares of Reliance, he will get 10 rights. So if he doesn't want to exercise those 10 rights, he will sell it to someone else, and that person will be able to buy 10 shares at 1257.
Okay, Nishant,
And
where
buy
to find such people, Nishant? Is there a place where we can see these guys who are mutual exchange or mutual?
no, not mutual. Yeah, they will trade the rights in the market only. That's what I'm saying. They will trade rights in the stock market.
Yeah, nice.
That is how usually it happens.
And,
Or
and
else,
even-
yeah,
How
or
do you
else in
see
the
that?
private.
How do you see that they are trading the rights?
Once the rights are issued by company, usually once it is hitting the people's demat account, from that day it will start trading. So generally, Abhi, I was have they mentioned which day these rights will be credited to the people's account? I'm just trying to look at the link.
I don't think so. It is being yet published.
They've just tell who will get it and at what ratio. So 15:1, what we discussed yesterday, right? It can be 1:1, 1:2. So
Yeah.
they could have given for every one share that you hold, you could have got two rights. But they have chosen to given how much? 15:1. Where is that ratio mentioned?
Given below. Yes.
And this right is traded at the price the person wants, or it is traded at a certain price which is also designated.
ये सब तो दिया था यहाँ पे. No, it will be traded at the market price. So basically, say I currently have 150 shares. Say I bought it 10 years ago. I bought it yesterday, any day before April 30th. Say if I bought it on April 15th or I bought it 50 years ago, 30 years ago, doesn't matter. If I have 150 shares, I will get 10 rights. Now, for whatever reason, I do not want to exercise it. I do not want to go ahead and exercise it and buy these 10 shares at 1257. Which means 12,570. I don't want to invest more in Reliance shares. So these 10 rights will be traded in the markets at whatever 10 rupees, 20 rupees, whatever, based on whatever demand is there. See, basically, it depends on the perception of the people. Say, I buy these rights from you at 50 rupees, and then I will be able to buy the shares from Reliance at 1257, because here the seller will be Reliance directly, not somebody else. So my total cost will be 50 plus 1257, 1307. And I expect that after the rights issue is completed, the price will be, as per our calculation already, based on current share price, we did this calculation. So based on our calculation, Ranjit, go to the Excel. After the rights issue is fully completed, the price is 1453, fair value. So basically, if I get the rights at 50 rupees, I'm still going to make 140 per share. So I am ready to buy as many rights as possible. But in the real world, as I was saying, what will happen is after the rights issue, this share price may not be at 1453. It may be at 1600. The reason being that the market will be happy that Reliance, again, this depends on two things. Okay. If the rights issue goes well, okay. So let me take scenario one. If the rights issue goes well, which I feel will go well, because I have complete confidence in Reliance. They will share they will get this 52,000 crores from the market. So the market will know that okay, Reliance has got 52,000 crores, and they have also got around 40,000 crores from Facebook. There was another article somebody shared. So they will be
Yeah.
able to repay about 90,000 worth crores of debt, which we discussed yesterday was around 1,60,000 crores. If they repay 90,000 crore of debt, which means straight away they'll be saving 7 to 8,000 crores in interest. I'm assuming 8 to 9% interest. I do not have the exact cost what they have on their interest, but it will be 8 to 9%. So 8,000 crores the Reliance will save every year. That will keep adding to its profit because interest not paid is like going directly to my profit. And also both Reliance Retail and Reliance Jio are growing at a very fast rate. So it's a good company in that way. Although refining will suffer a little bit, but overall they'll be good. So because of this sentiment, the share price may go to 1500 or 1550. So that is why people who will buy at 1257 will benefit. And there will be many existing shareholders who will be more than happy to buy. So if the guy has any 150 shares, he will easily buy 10 shares. In this example, they have given also the promoter shareholding. Right? So how much will Mr. Ambani get? So current share.
Can you go to the sheet 1? There it is mentioned. What is the promoters? Just go to the sheet 1 of your Excel. Yeah, here it is mentioned.
So around 310 crore shares is what Mr. Ambani has. So 310 crore, you do 15:1. So divide by 15. So around 20 crore shares he will get. So 20 crore into whatever 1257, that much he'll have to invest from his pocket. So that will be around, or in a very simple, crude math, it will be half of the total amount. What was the total amount? 53,000 crores. So 26,000 crore, Mr. Ambani will have to invest. So I'm sure his share he will buy.
Yeah.
So 26,000 crores तो वहीं से आ जाएगा.
And in fact, Mani has said that he will buy his own rights as well as he will buy any others' rights who's not wanted to buy from them. I mean, who don't want to exercise their rights. He will also buy those as well. So it clearly indicates that if Mukesh Ambani, if Mukesh Ambani is investing in his own stocks, it means that he has a full confidence in his company. So that is also positive sentiments.
Insider.
But I think
not necessarily, right? Because see, he has no choice, right? Being the owner,
yes.
if he says that he will himself not subscribe, then people will say कि ये तो उल्लू बना रहा है.
Yes.
Exactly.
So he has no choice. So he is just giving the confidence to the public that, boss, the remaining go up. Sanjeev, go up somewhere. We have done the calculation. Huh? So we have so the total number of new shares after rights issue is 41 crore. So basically 20 crore is his share, around 50%, 20.5 crore. The rest 20 crore, he is very confident that the public people who are current shareholders will buy. But in case they don't buy, he's just giving them an option that I will buy it. But anyways, they make it tradable. The rights will anyways get traded and other people will buy. So net, basically the timeline is not given. That is very important. If they had given it, it will be easier to predict. But say, let's assume they will do all this in the next 2 months. Basically, in the next, maybe by end of this month, they will give the rights, and then they will give another 1 month for people to exercise the rights. That is known as the exercise period. So by June 30th, say all this money comes to Reliance. So I am assuming that in July 15th, the share price should be around 1500, 1520, somewhere around there. Does this make sense? I think we covered few scenarios. Now I'm happy to take any questions. I know it's a little complicated, but
So I have one, I want to make analogy from this. So does this mean that a company will raise issue only if it has confidence that they have investors who are ready to again invest in them? Because of course they are clearing up, or they are balancing their balance sheet out with this debt, but it's not actually from their profits. They are using the capital again from the people. So the people should have so much confidence on the company to again put money into it, right? So
exactly. And also think about it, right? From a people's perspective, if you have 1 crore today, you are a rich guy and you have 1 crore today, put it in an FD, how much will you get in India? 4%. Whereas if you buy Reliance shares, you know that at least it will give you 8% return. Because see, the business he has built is very interesting, right? Jio is going to grow like leaps and bounds, and he's doing the rights issue. One second, let me finish, Akash. He's doing the rights issue at a time when he has got almost how much did he get from Facebook?
43,000 crores. 43,000 crores.
43, yeah.
40,000 crores. 43, right? Yeah, 43,000 crores he got from Facebook. And then there is news today that Microsoft is also interested to invest.
Yeah.
See, understand all these large IT, big four companies, right? Or big five, GAFAM, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, and Netflix. This six, Netflix is not in that category, but Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft. These five are sitting on a large amount of cash. They are highly profitable and they don't know where to invest. So if Apple has $50 billion cash lying around, if it invests in US, it will get 2%. If it goes and buys US Treasury, it will get less than 1%. So Apple also wants to invest in companies where it can get at least 5% or 6%. And there are not many companies where Apple can invest. So all these five, and India is the biggest market. And in India, biggest market is retail. So both Reliance Retail and even if this COVID, right, Reliance Retail, it's a positive because they have Reliance Fresh and all. That is a positive for them. Maybe 6 months down the line. So long term, both Reliance Retail, so 10 years from now, I can easily see this company valued at maybe 10 times or 20 times today's value, 30,000. So that is all giving confidence to investors. Yeah, you're right. Basically, the company will go for a rights issue when it is very confident.
So, Ranjit, I want to understand now, means this is the right time to buy the Reliance share, or we have to buy at the time of right issue?
No.
Is the question for me or Ranjit?
Actually, question for Ranjit and Nishant.
I don't know, man. I think Nishant is the best guy to answer. Sorry.
Fine. So, Amol, basically, see, in the short term, it is very difficult to predict, as I said, because, but we just did a calculation, right? So, as per the calculation, after the rights issue, the fair value of Reliance will be 1462.
Okay.
But according to me, the sentiment will be positive, so it can be 1500. But again, as I said at the beginning of the program, I am a long-term investor, so I am only giving long-term tips. So if you are asking me for a 20-year perspective, definitely. See, I have a 2-year daughter. Let me put it this way. I have a 2-year-old daughter. If I had 10 crores, I would blindly invest 1 crore in Reliance today. And I would give this to my daughter after 25 years when she is 27 or at her 25th birthday. And she can do whatever. I am confident that if I invest 1 crore in Reliance today, I can give her 30 crores in her 25th birthday. So in 23 years, I'm assuming 30 times minimum. So that is my way of looking at it.
That is great.
Because I have complete confidence in the way this company has been run. And they are very smart. See, before others, they have gotten out of the petrochemical business. Now, if you see, slowly Geo and retail form a large part of their profit. As of today, they still get maximum profit from industries, which is your petrochemical business. So I don't have the numbers, we can pull it up. But say out of 10,000 crores, maybe 8,000 or 7,000 will be from the petrochemical, but that is reducing. And this retail and Geo portion is increasing. And in Geo, the smart thing they did is they went after users. So now that they have 40 crore users, they can now go and negotiate.
They can convert them to their other businesses as well.
Sorry, Nimit?
They can, no, it's Kunal. They can convert these users, what they've got in Geo, for all their other retail business as well, because
Exactly.
they've got the
That
data
is the
pool
whole,
of that.
Yeah, that is their whole game, right? So they are trying to connect retail with Geo, and they are also trying to do something with the Kirana stores. So there are about say 5 or 6 crore Kirana stores in India. So even if they get 5 million of them on their platform, that will generate immense amount of revenue with them. And it is in Google,
so
Facebook,
they'll be
and
able to
Microsoft.
control the supply and demand.
Yeah, and it is in the interest of Google, Facebook, and Microsoft to work with Reliance and invest money in them, because the more internet users are there, the more ads Microsoft can sell, or the more ads Facebook can sell. That's the game for them also, right? So in India, what today we have 140 crore people. So divide by 3 or 4. So 35 crore households, 350 million households. Out of 35 crore households, how many have broadband? High speed 100 Mbps broadband. Maybe 3 crore. So 30 million, not even that much. I'm being very optimistic here. So 90% of the market is untapped. So JioFiber can go there, and then through JioFiber, people will obviously, when people have fast internet, they will use more of Facebook. More of Facebook means more of ads for Facebook. That is the business plan for Facebook. More of
Yeah.
Google means more of YouTube. More of YouTube is ads for Google, because YouTube is owned by Google. I think Facebook owns WhatsApp and Instagram and all of that. So basically, it is in both Microsoft and Facebook interest to be shareholder in Reliance. And the smart thing about this Ambanis is, under any cost, they won't let their shareholding fall below 50%. Anyways, the way Reliance is structured, it's a complex web. So the Ambanis own a little more than 50% in Reliance, 50% directly, and then they have a web of companies, which is almost impossible for anyone else to take over Reliance without the Ambanis wanting to sell on their own.
Nishan, let's assume a scenario like now Jio and Facebook have a collaboration, okay? And tomorrow that Amazon or Flipkart collaborate with Bharti Airtel, okay? So that monopoly also they can break the monopoly of Reliance, okay? In that scenario, means like how it will go.
Hey, even if they break the monopoly, sorry guys, I don't think so we'll do Bank of Baroda today, huh? So this will take full time. We are only 20 minutes left. So even if they break the monopoly, 1 second. Sorry, my daughter was talking. So even if they break the monopoly, the market for Reliance is 40 million, 400 million, 40 crore users. That's a big enough market, right? It is almost whole of Europe put together. And anyways, the government itself will not allow a monopoly. But 2-3 players, it's okay, na? India is a very large market.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So for a long term, this is definitely a buy. And going forward, they can raise, even if they raise more money, anyways, based on the history, they are raising after 29 years.
Yeah.
So,
But
not do it.
Nishant, I am thinking about the entry in Reliance actually. As per the current scenario, that COVID-19 scenario, and the worldwide that economy is going down, unemployment rate is continuously increasing. So in this case, in this scenario, like we can get a fair value of Reliance to enter, right? So we can like at least wait for like 1 year or something, and then we can get a good price to enter. So
yeah, see, what you're talking about is known as bottom fishing, right? Who knows the bottom? See, ideally, if you look at it, the moment this COVID started increasing, and now we have what, 3.2 million cases worldwide. Ideally, the stock market should be 30% lower than it is. But why it is not going down is because the governments are pumping in massive amounts of money. US is printing what, $4 trillion, $4-5 trillion just to keep the asset bubble intact. So going forward in the next 2-3 quarters, the price may go down or may not go down. So again, as I gave the example, if I had 1 crore to invest, means I had 10 crores to invest, because I will not invest all the money in one company. Say I build a portfolio of 10 companies, Reliance will be one of them. So if I had that 1 crore to invest in Reliance, I would not invest it everything in one shot. I will not go and invest all 1 crore today. I will do it to 2 lakhs. So I told this in the group also. So invest in parts. So you invest 2 lakhs this month in May, 2 lakhs you invest in June, so that you get average price, because you don't know when you will get the best price. So yeah, the price can go down to 1200 in the short term, but in the long
yes.
term
It's
it will go
basically
up.
spreading your risk. Yeah.
So nobody knows when it will be 1200, and it may go down for only 1 hour. That 1 hour you are in a meeting somewhere. By the time you come out of meeting, you realize, "अरे यार आज तो Reliance 1200 पे था, खरीद नहीं पाया."
Yeah, absolutely true.
And I think that time has also gone by. If I'm not wrong, beginning of March or probably mid of March, the Reliance RIL share was trading at 900 rupees.
Yeah.
And see, within a month, it has shot up back to 1400 rupees. So you never know.
Yeah, see, things can go down. See, just now I got a news somewhere that Saudi has gone down 7%. If Saudi Arabia has gone down 7%, you can expect that today is Sunday. Tomorrow Nifty will be down at least 2-3%.
And Reliance could go back down because of oil.
Yeah, so there are a lot of other factors, right? So basically, the whole look at Reliance contribution also from oil and gas.
Yeah. And one funny thing which happened yesterday, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, Elon Musk tweeted some rubbish on his Twitter account, and the Tesla prices, Tesla market
So that his
cap
stock price was too
gone
high.
by 1 lakh crore rupees. I think $14 billion. It
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
just based on one tweet of Elon Musk.
No, but don't talk about Elon, right? He doesn't really care about money.
But just
He's
think about,
different
because
guy.
because of his one tweet, his investors has lost $14 billion.
Yeah, but then again, if you talk about that, he said that his stock price is too high and it lost, value. Could it be also because he wanted to buy back most of his stock so that he can have less control of more
Who
control?
Yeah,
knows?
anything is possible. Let's not get into conspiracy theories.
But my point was saying that the market works on sentiments, and even a small tweet like thing can cause so much disruption in short term. So that's why it is always better if you look into the company history and profile and then invest for the long term, as Nishant was mentioning.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
One is this that for example, when Facebook is investing, or Saudi Aramco is investing in India, how does it impact their shares? Like when a company is making an investment on the other one.
Again, it depends, right? So, for example, if Facebook is investing in India, if the market feels that that's a good investment, so if the market feels that Facebook putting in so much money in Reliance will give good returns to Facebook, see, there is something called opportunity cost in business always. So the market will evaluate what were the options available for Facebook to utilize that 40,000 odd crores that they put in Reliance. What could they have done with it? They could have gone ahead and bought treasury bonds. They could have gone ahead and bought some other company in the US. They could have paid dividend to the shareholders. They could have given a bonus issue to the shareholders. They could have given a stock split to the shareholders, or they could have gone for a share buyback. These are the different options available to Facebook to utilize that extra money that they had. Now, did Facebook take the best decision in investing in Reliance considering all the options? If the market feels yes, then the price of Facebook will go up. If the market feels no, the price of Facebook will go down. If the market feels no impact, the price will stay constant, which is very rare. So it will either be one or the two, either go up or go down. Does that answer your question, Neha? Neha, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, it does.
That is what it is. So fine, we have 15 minutes. So as people said,
Nishant,
yeah.
I have one more question. When Facebook bought shares in Jio, they bought it at the very low price. It was not the market price. When Mukesh wants to buy his shares, he will buy in the discounted price, or what will be the price he will be buying?
No, from where you got that? From where they bought at low price?
I saw in some articles it's around 600 or 500. He bought it for the share for that
Okay.
price.
Show the article. First of all, he bought in which company?
Reliance Industries, I mean, or Jio platforms.
No, Jio. He bought the shares of Jio.
First, read the full news. As far as I know, yeah, okay. Open it up otherwise. And let's talk about it in detail. So he has bought in Jio. Is Jio listed?
No.
Then basically it's a private valuation, right?
Okay. And
so just hold on. So here only, if you look at it, he has bought 9.99, not even 10, right? So let's take, so based on this only, just hold on. Based on this only, just the full value of Jio itself is 4,35,000 crores. And we just checked the whole value of Reliance was how much? You don't toggle, I will tell you. If somebody remembers on top of your head, you can tell me.
It's, I think, 9 lakh some thousand crores.
9,30,000 crores.
Yeah.
And out of which just Facebook has valued just Jio at 4,30,000, which is almost what, 50%. So
Yeah.
the rest business, which is Reliance Retail, Reliance Industry, which is petrochemicals, they have this Jamnagar refinery. What else is Reliance into? I think they also have petrol pumps. Slowly India is allowing free marketing, right? So basically government is not giving any more subsidies. So private guys can also open petrol pumps. So Reliance is expanding that also. They have a plan to open, I think, 5 or 10,000 petrol pumps all across India. They have the permission to do it. And Reliance petrol pump will not be like an Indian Oil petrol pump. It will have all food, dhaba, all that kind of model, which may not be very profitable in the next 1 year, but 5 years from now. And dhaba is important, right? Because the truckers who go and stay on the highway, they need somewhere to eat. Reliance gives slightly better facilities. It will attract other people also. And they can tie up with some McDonald's and all to open 4-5 restaurants in there. They can take a large area and do that. And Reliance has no problem, right? Even if the cost of opening each of their petrol pump is 20 crores, 5,000 into 20 crores is 1 lakh crores. They will raise money from the market. They have that much good. And then they will take so much money in the market and double it, and then ask investor like some VP or someone to come, and they will sell 10% to them at 30,000 crores. That business has also tripled in value. In Jio also, they did not put the money, right? They borrowed from the market, invested, and today Jio is at 4,30,000 crores.
And I have one more question. When Reliance Industry, they have a Jio platform and Reliance Petroleum in the same market stock listing. If they decided to divide into two separate entities, how this gonna work?
Yeah, so that is called value unlocking. This is what they did 10 years ago. So basically, this is what he will do in future, which people are waiting. So the current Reliance share price is 1,400. So tomorrow he will not do it, but he will do it maybe 5 years from now or someday, or maybe 2 years from now. So basically, currently,
because I'm very much interested to invest on Jio platforms.
No. So that you can't do. That is what you buy Reliance Industry. That is how you are buying Jio. So basically, what he will do is,
because what will happen will the petrochemical business will go down, and anyway the part of Jio share in Reliance will go up, right?
so today the current price is 1,467. So what he will do is, in the future, he will say that for every 1 share of Reliance that people are holding, they will get 1 share. So when they list all this, so how they will do is, or one of the options, the way I think they will do it is they will list 3 companies, or they may list 4 companies. The 4 companies will be, let's assume they will list 4 companies. So 4 companies will be Reliance Jio, Reliance Retail, Reliance downstream petrochemical, which will be your petrol pumps and all, and Reliance upstream petrochemical, which will be your refining and all that business. So they will have 4 subsidiaries, which all will get listed. Are you guys with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if they are splitting this, they can do multiple ratio, but say they split it 1:1, which means for 1 share of Reliance, you will get 1 share of Jio, 1 share of petrochemical upstream, 1 share of petrochemical downstream, and 1 share of Reliance Retail. Each of those 4 will have different share prices, but I can guarantee you that the total of those 4 will be close to 2,000. On the current share price, you can say easily 30%. Now, this will not happen this year. This may happen next year or after 2 years, because first plan is to reduce all the debt and then try to do this. Or it may happen after 3 years, or it may happen after 5 years, and it may not happen 1:4. He may just split into two, Geo and retail, and the third one will continue to be RIL into three. Or he may just split Geo out and keep the rest under RIL. And the ratio can be 1:3, 1:4, whatever. But the total value will be higher than the current value. Because what will happen is when he will delist it, right, a larger number of shareholders can come, because many people will be interested only in Geo. So Geo will attract more investor. More investor means more demand, supply will be limited. There will be only 700 crore shares. And if there are 1,000 crore people want to buy 1,000 crore shares, 1 crore people want to buy 500 shares each, that's 500 crore share ka demand. And then there are some people who want to buy more. Or say 2 crore people want to buy 500 shares each. The demand is for 1,000 crore shares, supply is only 670 crore, which means price will definitely go up. Clear? Is this clear to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is actually like here we are looking into all good things. Like this is a very optimistic example that they have raised the issue. Do you, Nishant, maybe know any example in which like a company issued these rights to clear off their debts? Like I want to see a negative example and maybe look at their, maybe next sessions, look at their balance sheet and to make out, for example, if I can say today Netflix is having a lot of debt, is under a lot of debt, and there is a lot of competition in future. For example, Disney is also opening their platform and there is a lot of competition. So how, for example, today, let's say Netflix opens up this same thing, opens up the rights issue. So how should one evaluate that? For example, Reliance is a very good example that we are seeing that will have a positive future. But how can we evaluate, for example, a company like this, that it will have a positive growth or a negative growth, looking at their balance sheets? Or I don't know how, but is it possible to evaluate it?
Yeah, of course it is. But see, again, you have multiple questions. So one, are there companies where the rights issue flopped? Yes, there will be examples. I can't remember immediately, but if you Google it, you will find some examples. So there will be, see, again, it depends how you manage it, right? So Reliance is managing it smartly by saying that, okay, if it is not subscribed, we will buy it. The promoters themselves, the Ambani family has a large amount of trust in India because they have been doing this for about 50 years, right? Dhirubhai Ambani was one of the first few guys to take his company public. He, all the initial people who invested with Dhirubhai Ambani made good amount of money. This is, I'm talking about 1970. When was the first IPO of Reliance? Right.
74.
So people made good money. So they all bless him. So in 1974, say my grandfather bought 1,000 shares of Reliance. I'm just hypothetically saying he did not. He would be very rich if he had, by the way. When was IPO? So those people, those families actually praise Dhirubhai like anything. So their kids and grandkids similarly trust Mukesh. And these are rich people, people who have 30, 40 crores. So based on that, 1977 is the IPO. Yeah, 1977 was the IPO. And even at that time, it was oversubscribed by 7 times. So basically, it's about the trust in the promoter and all. Coming to Netflix, Netflix is a very bad example. Don't compare Netflix to Reliance. The reason being, in most of the business that Reliance is, these are very capital intensive businesses. And there is very little competition in India. Whereas in Netflix case, there are already big players in the same game. And anyways, wherever there is a competitor like Amazon, all those people are in trouble because Amazon has a very strange way of competing. They just want market share. They can go down to any price. Basically, if you see Prime is giving you in India, I am saying Prime is what, 1,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees per year, and it is giving me video plus 1 day delivery. There are many benefits associated with Prime, and Netflix is just giving me videos for 800 rupees a month. So which is a better one? Netflix, even if I buy, I don't think so they have an annual plan, but even if I do, it is 9,600. And even in my Prime, multiple people can watch. In Netflix, 4 people can watch at the same time. In Prime, I think more than 4 people can watch. I don't know. There is no much limitation because many people are using my Prime account. But I have never had issues when I want to watch a video that somebody else is watching. But in Netflix, even after I had four wala account, I get message that somebody else is watching. And also, even if you take 4 wala account, there is limitation on the number of devices you download. So basically, the pricing model for Netflix is very complicated. Reliance is running Prime like anything, and Amazon. So competing with Amazon is a very different ballgame. For Netflix, it is a big risk. Then again, there are all these US cable, right? The people are cutting the cord. So all these HBO and all, they will all launch their channels, and even in India, Hotstar and all. So this is becoming very crowded space. Whereas for Jio, if you see, so you just gave an example of Netflix, right? So this is the biggest problem with Netflix. The business that Netflix is in, there are at least 10 competitors. Although I agree Netflix has the best quality, but there are 10 competitors. In US and all, Roku, Hulu, they are also good competitors. And YouTube itself is free. For free, they are having lots of videos. Whereas for Reliance, who's the competitor? For Jio, just Airtel and Vodafone. Both are in trouble. Vodafone is funded by Vodafone Global. But Vodafone Global is saying we don't want to invest in India because we don't see any returns. So if Vodafone India doesn't get money from Vodafone Global, even Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, the other partner, is saying I also don't want to invest. So if they do like that, Vodafone will collapse. So then that will leave only 2 players. BSNL, I don't count them in the competition at all. So both Jio and Airtel will have between them 1 billion 4G customers, out of which maybe 30% are still on 3G. But 1 billion is 100 crore. Even if Jio has 50% of the business, 50 crore. So you can see a much better trajectory for Jio. You're getting the point, Akash?
Yes, I'm getting it. But it leads to more of monopoly, no? If we are looking at it this perspective, is it like government, like for example, government doesn't want to keep a monopoly normally. So if we look like this, then in that case, Amazon will have a monopoly, and in this case, Reliance will always have a monopoly in the telecom sector then.
No, but see, the governments always act 5 years later, right? So in case in telecom, say 3 years from now only, first of all, the government will try its level best to have Vodafone, Airtel, and Jio in the market. But say Vodafone collapses, then they will give license to someone else. Maybe they'll give it for less price. They will try to create competition, or they will come and break Reliance,
Okay.
or they will give funding to BSNL. If BSNL gets some 2-3 lakh crores from the government of India, BSNL can also start now 4G and all. There are a lot of ways. BSNL also tried a VRS and all, right? So they got 30,000 people to accept VRS. BSNL and MTNL were merged. So they are also trying in that space.
Okay.
But
I think I will check on Google one company which had issued this thing rights, and which was like a negative this thing, to understand maybe after that like balance sheet and stuff to make analysis.
Yeah, there are many cases we will get. I can also check it, that the rights issue that flopped. So there are many rights issue that flopped.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? We are almost done, but I can give 5 minutes. So now you guys will have almost 5 days. So next Saturday only we'll be meeting. So please read that 71-pager document, because if you do a Q&A, it will be faster. If I cover 1 page by 1 page, it will take, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 sessions just to cover Bank of Baroda. Everyone just does some prior reading, it will be quicker.
Okay.
Sure, and Nishant, I think that probably we can cover up a couple of balance sheet and the annual reports, and then we can also talk about the various topics that that Ranjit or Akash might have listed in their Excel file, like we discussed in the last to last meeting. We want to talk about like derivatives, what derivatives are, and the other things.
Yeah, sure, we can do that as people want. I just need a list of topics and what we will cover in next session. So today, I think we wanted to cover Bank of Baroda, but then we started talking about Reliance.
Yeah.
Bank of Baroda is open, and then yeah, as we discussed, that list of companies that Neha has shared, we will go through them one by one. If people can do their own due diligence and come back to the session with questions, that will speed up the process.
Nishant,
Yeah.
maybe we could do something like this, that either, for example, Bank of Baroda is like from like 1 or 2 weeks. So people can either do a prior study, and either we all could have another offline call, and we could give one explanation, or we could discuss it on chat, like the way we are discussing other issues, but a little more consolidated. So, I mean, we could close it within this week without the discussion, or after, like as a summary discussion, you can take that up.
Closing it on chat is difficult, Neha, because I don't find that very.
Yes, that's also.
It's not very complete, so to say. So definitely, it's good to start a discussion, but then it's good to close it on the call. But in terms of prior reading, yes, exactly. People have to read that. But honestly, did everyone? How many are there in the call now? Somebody had joined and left also. So we have 9 of us in the call. 8 of us in the call. Has everybody read all the 71 pages? I doubt it very much. So
No.
that is the point. If everyone is reading it, then only questions will come.
Okay, what we can do, we also kind of talked after you left. So what we can do is that offline we could decide a day, we could have a discussion and come back on the on the next Saturday more prepared.
Yeah, that's what that is completely fine with me. That is what I also suggested. If
ठीक
people
है.
do the prior reading, the next Saturday we can close Bank of Baroda and we can take something else for Sunday. But if people don't
Yeah.
read and I have to go through the pages, then even I don't think so. Even in Saturday, Sunday, I'll be able to finish, because I was just going through. It has quite good information. If people go through it in detail, they will understand a lot of things, and you may come across
What,
new ones also. So if somebody
in
comes
fact,
across,
what we could do is probably go through it and make a list of all questions and then share the complete list of questions one day before so that you are also prepared for Saturday.
yes, that's also a good idea.
Let's take it on the other on our group, and like on the student thing, and
Yeah.
then we can then let's discuss it beforehand, and then post everything. And we also need to do the other exercise. So either of us, we can take an initiative to also take down all the terms, etc. So the terminology.
We can have a separate chat offline on this.
Yeah, sure.
So I've got to go, guys, now. So I will meet you
Okay.
guys next Saturday, 3:30 p.m. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Nishant.
So happy investing, you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishant. Thank you all.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay, just one quick question. Is either of you working on the glossary
No, actually, maybe
so
I.
that we can decide how we can split work and who does what and
Yeah, we can take this kind of tasks, individual tasks. We can do it.
exactly so that we know who is doing what and who can do what, and so that we don't lose time and miss out on all the information.
What I did is I started already preparing. I can show you. Maybe we can improve this document. Here I created all the terminologies which is associated with bank balance sheet,
Okay.
which is copied from the Investopedia, and some images which is I found interesting. Yeah. Maybe we can add one more topics to be discussed also here or in the Excel sheet. I don't mind. Maybe we can also embed Excel sheet if you want. OneNote is the best tool. We can organize everything here as you like.
Okay. I'll go through it today.
Can you guys prepare this template which you told, for example, which is the best score to watch in when you are investing in a bank? For
Yeah,
example,
I
yeah.
will do that. What I plan to do is I will take each of these terms,
Mhm.
but I think it will have to go as on when we have a conversation with Nishant on every term we go through,
Mhm.
and then we come to an agreement on what is a good score or scale for each of these indicators.
Okay.
And then I'll prepare an Excel template
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you
with one side all the terms and one side the scale
Mhm.
and good, bad, and a kind of indicator,
Mhm.
so that we can know what to watch and what would be a good
Okay.
score rate to look for.
Okay. So Kunal, can I know your experience in NSE? Which are the companies you are invested in NSE?
In NSC, I'll let you know, I have quite a different varied portfolio. I have quite a lot of blue chips mainly.
Mhm.
But I'll have to go through my revised portfolio and then I'll let you know. I'll message to you or I'll call you separately on this.
Okay, fine.
Guys, why we are studying Bank of Baroda? Because I don't think is there any means future in this bank.
Well, Bank of Baroda is quite a safe bet in the sense that it is a government
Uh-huh.
bank, so it'll be a very safe bet.
And it's also
And
in the depth now. It's also in the depth, so it's a good choice to invest if you. It's a depth. It's really low price. If you see, price is super.
49 rupees, yes.
and then if government decides to do a lot of reforms in banking,
Mm-hmm.
it might gain a lot of value.
See, one more bank I can suggest, like IDFC First Bank. Okay. IDFC, yes, IDFC First Bank. It is in very low price right now, and the way the bank is doing business, it people are saying it could be a future HDFC Bank.
But
So
what are the facts around it? I mean, these are just the speculations, or do we have a fact based or the
I have one CA report.
Send it further.
I will search that report. I read that report just 1 year before. Okay, I will if I got this report now, I will share with you guys.
yeah, that
Okay,
would be helpful.
so he put up all the facts, means how this bank will grow and what are the reasons to grow.
Hmm.
Mm.
Because in recent years and months in India in banking, I mean, there have been a lot of cases like even like Yes Bank or I think some other bank where
Yeah,
it was all, I mean, it all went haywire within few days.
it is, means he was also suggesting for 10 years, like right now this is a 20 rupees, and if we buy like 2000 or 3000 shares, like it will be cost around 50,000, but after 10 years we don't know, maybe the cost will be like 500, 600 if the bank grows like means HDFC.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, we never know. Yeah, it could be a 2 rupees also.
That
From
was the
20
case
to,
with Eicher Motors. Eicher Motors was one of the biggest successes. It was trading at few
uh,
hundred rupees. Now it
yeah,
is at something close to 20,000 rupees in a
Repeat.
yeah.
span of
Can you repeat the name?
Eicher Motors. Eicher Motors.
The Bullet company, no? Bullet is the big brand,
Yeah.
no, for Eicher Motors.
Aisha.
They bought recently Royal Enfield, but initially it
Hmm.
was Eicher Motors.
Hmm.
EICHER.
Just a minute.
Yeah,
In
there are.
automotive, you have also other good buys, which could be TVS,
Hmm.
Ashok Leyland, Exide batteries. Batteries could be also good because all these big Indian battery manufacturers could become could support the
Initial.
all this battery storage for with electric vehicles, but also for renewable energy.
Mhm. Who is doing trading day to day? Nifty,
I
Bank
think
Nifty.
this group in India is mainly in India. In India, I don't think anybody from this group. I'm not sure. Otherwise, Ranjit is seems to be quite.
Yes, can you tell me what?
No,
You're the
no.
one who's, I mean, doing on a kind of a daily basis.
Daily basis in Nasdaq.
Europe, I mean, yeah, Europe and US.
So you are asking about intraday trading or the
Oh
short
yeah,
term?
intraday trading, future options, and
I don't think so. Ranjit is doing intraday or future options. He's doing the short term trading of
Yeah, short-term
probably in a week or 2 weeks or 6 weeks time frame. But I don't think so. Anyone over here is doing intraday.
traded,
Why is anyone is having some expertise with options?
oh, that is a risky game actually.
Mhm.
I am doing with only Bank Nifty. I am
So,
not looking anything else like Nifty or other stocks.
so you are playing in future and options.
Yeah, I
How do you
am
do
just. Huh?
how do you do a bank nifty trade?
Sorry, I didn't.
I said that how do you do a bank nifty trade? I mean, like the basic.
Yeah, I am doing scalping. I take a 5 minutes of trade. Okay. Once once I got a signal, okay, now I have to buy. So I put up like 1,000 quantity or 500 quantity, and within 5 minutes, I move out from that trade. If I got 10, 20 points, I move it out.
Can you explain it a little more? I do not know anything about it.
I think what is meaning. I'll share some.
Uh, Actually, there is a future and option, right, for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay.
Yeah.
In Bank Nifty, one lot is 20 quantity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And 20 quantity, one lot. And suppose the now Bank Nifty, what is it is 21,534. The price is Bank Nifty price is 21,534. So I will take um, suppose I will take a call like 21,534. Okay, I am assuming that my technical charts telling me that the Bank Nifty will go up. So I will take a call. And if my technical charts are saying Bank Nifty will go down, then I will take a put option. Okay, so I take suppose a one lot. So the premium is like a 400. Okay, or suppose 100 rupees premium. So 20 into 100, it is a 2,000 rupees. I will invest 2,000 rupees, and once that premium from 100 to become like 110 or 120, then I will move out. Okay, so for one lot 20 10 rupees increase means 200 rupees I will get a profit. If it is going down means 10 rupees down, then 200 rupees loss. Okay, both way it can happen. So it is like a trading, and based on technical charts I am doing like. So I always put like 500 or 1,000 quantities. So in 1,000 quantity means 10 rupees if I get, so I can get easily 10,000 rupees or 5 to 10,000 rupees loss also per day. So that way I'm doing.
So, I mean, do you choose a time of a day that you are trading for like 5 minutes, or what do you do?
You can do it
Sorry.
for 1 minute also. Live trading. It means that how many minutes we can see. You can see my screen. There is a tool where you can see how the trading is going on. 5 minutes. There is option.
No, I'm not staying more than 5-10 minutes because in 5-10 minutes, Bank Nifty can give a bigger movement, either downside or upside. It is opposite to my direction or maybe with my direction also. So I am just looking for a 10-20 points. And if I got it, then I will exit. I will not wait for like it will give me 100 points or 200 points. It gives also sometime, means, but I don't wait actually. I am just looking for a 10 to 20 points because it reduce my risk actually.
So how you find the signal? If you can explain that,
I can share my screen.
yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.